Hi, Robin? You okay? What's that? You're burning? Don't worry, Robin, I'll save you!
Fire? What are you doing here?
Robin, where's the fire?
Fire?
You said, and I quote, "I'm burning up."
Oh, I've got a fever.
Oh.
Do you want to play some games?
Yeah, okay.
The dawn of the cooperative games era brought us two hugely successful family-weight games. Pandemic, a game about fighting diseases across the world.
And Flashpoint Fire Rescue, a game about putting out fires in a small house.
So I win the epicness contest then.
Less of that elitism. I've got the down-to-earth game that's relevant to the lives of real people. Speaking of fire, Robin, what's with all the candles everywhere? Do you think I could maybe move it away from the cardboard?
Yeah, sure.
Flashpoint puts you in the boots and helmets of a heroic team of firefighters responding to the call from a local suburban house. You know the family are inside, but you don't know where for sure. And meanwhile, the fire just keeps on coming.
You need to get in, get that fire under control, and drag the unconscious bodies of the occupants out the door to safety, especially the cat.
Running out of a burning building with a cat under one arm and the mother under another while the building explodes behind you? How's that for epic?
Pandemic is a game that hardly needs an introduction, but that would make for a very short episode, so here we go.
You play as the Center for Disease Control, confronted with the worst outbreak you have ever faced, except for Pandemic Legacy Season 1, Season 2, and all the Pandemic expansions. 4 deadly diseases are causing havoc, and you need to find the cures using the same techniques as real scientists. Set collection. Collect 5 player cards of the same color and rush to a research center and you found the cure.
One of the diseases. Problem is that these cards are coming out randomly, and you've got the strict hand limit, and you've got to control the spread of disease at the same time.
More of these disease cubes infect cities with every turn that goes by. If a city ever gets more than 3 cubes, there is a full-on outbreak and disease explodes outwards into all surrounding cities.
This is what dooms you. Too many outbreaks causes total societal collapse, and outbreaks in one city can cause adjacent cities to outbreak in a chain reaction that sees disease exploding across the map. Achoo!
Call that an explosion. Ha! Flashpoint will show you explosions! Fire is a dangerous beast, lulling you into a false sense of security, appearing where you least expect it, then boom! Your house is full of holes and your bathroom is a death trap.
After running round and maybe sprinkling some water about, you'll have to roll the dice and place a smoke token where they show.
No one's worried about a little bit of smoke. I mean, you're always finding clouds of smoke around, right?
However, anytime you need to place more smoke in a space, it turns to fire, and ignites all the other smoke adjacent to it, like a match in gasoline.
Now you're worried, but it gets worse.
Now what if you have to add smoke to fire? Boom! An explosion rips through the house, damaging walls and bringing it closer to collapse.
That's terrifying, but you can't just keep fighting fires. You need to rescue the members of the house, and that means clearing a path to them and slowly dragging them out.
You'll probably also want to get rid of all the explosives they have lying around their house.
Who leaves explosives lying around their house anyway? You want some soup, Robin? Yeah? Oil.
You're going to need a lot more than chicken soup to survive this plague, though. The genius of Pandemic is not what you do or how you do it, it's in the intensification, the epidemics.
Each game, the player deck is seeded with epidemic cards, which are as pleasant as being slapped in the face with a used hanky. If you draw one, they immediately cause a city to be filled to the brim with disease, but more importantly, make you shuffle up that infection discard pile and put it back on top of the deck.
This is the ingenious heart of Pandemic that made it such a wide-reaching success. It means the infections just keep getting worse, and it means you try to judge the risk because you have a rough idea of when the epidemics will come out and which cities will be infected next. It made what could have been an abstract puzzle into a thematic experience, and one that's mechanically fascinating. And that is why Pandemic remains a great game. Unlike Flashpoint's fire rolling.
Okay, straight in there then.
Oh yes.
So fine, Flashpoint doesn't have the "oh look at me, I'm so clever" infection deck system, but what it has is a different kind of elegance.
Oh, like the elegant artwork. Oh no, wait.
The character cards are great. No, it has dice rolling, okay? That's simple, it's fast. The game sets up in no time, unlike some games I could mention.
Oh, burn.
How many times have you gone through the rigmarole of putting the epidemic cards into the player deck only to realise you forgot to deal starting cards?
Look, I know Flashpoint isn't going to win this based on mechanical innovation. It's going to win this because it's more fun and more variable.
More fun and more variable, Pandemic is still one of the gateway games of choice nearly 10 years after its release.
Well, Flashpoint might have been if it had been released first. In fact, it sort of still is. But my point here is that who, aside from new gamers, who plays basic Pandemic? Pandemic Legacy? Sure. But basic vanilla Pandemic? Almost no one. Because you get Pandemic, you play it a ton, but then you reach a point where you've kind of solved it, and you just don't really go back to it anymore.
True. I mean, I wasn't playing Twilight Struggle when I started in the hobby, so that doesn't diminish the achievements of a great design.
Well, of course not, but a game deserves to be played.
The randomness of Flashpoint means that you are always kept on your toes, and the structure of it means that simply a small change in room layout makes for a very different game.
Fine, it has more maps, but that doesn't justify it surviving in a collection longer than Pandemic.
Okay, but Pandemic only has a win or a loss state, right?
Okay.
Well, Flashpoint has degrees of victory. Okay, so you need to save 7 people, but you can lose up to 3 and you'll still technically win? But that means that the best players can pursue bigger and bigger victories by saving those other people as well. Plus there's different difficulty modes going up to utterly insane experiences with explosives in every room.
Except that the randomness undercuts that.
Or it means that an experienced player can't know for sure that they're going to win, as it thematically should be.
But you can say exactly the same thing about Pandemic on hard mode. Look, you can say that you enjoy Flashpoint more now because it takes itself less seriously, but you can't pretend that wasn't just as true as when you first started gaming. The fact is that Pandemic so immediately demonstrates the power of clever design, and its huge success, its continuing success, is testament to that. And that is what a great game does. We need to recognise that, independent of your level of experience.
Oh well, I gave it my best shot.
It was a fiery oratory,
Yes, thank you.
an inflammatory argument,
Quite so.
with an explosive premise,
I try.
but ultimately a damn squib.
Okay, that's enough.
By the way, where's the soup?
Robin, I think this flat isn't safe.
What?
We gotta go!
Oh, sorry about your house, Robin, but I saved your cat.
Oh, thanks. I saved Pandemic, but the grater.
Oh,
The grater's
it's
still-
okay. It's okay. It's just there.
Oh, it must have been blown clear by the explosion.
Yeah, I guess that means we can award it to Pandemic then.
Well, I'm not going back for Flashpoint.
No, yeah, it's just safer. It's...
Well, I'll take this then.
Thank you for watching Pandemic versus Flashpoint. And can I just say, I'm really sorry about Flat, Robin.
The sacrifice was worth it. I hope you enjoyed what I did for you. If you did, then please like, subscribe, click the bell icon and share this video with all of your friends, and comment below with your thoughts on who should have won.
This series is all he has left now.
It is actually.
Can we also just say thank you to Patrick Doss, who suggested this video.
Did indeed. On season 1, commented loads of ideas, and sorry we didn't make all of them, but we probably will make future ones. And again, thank you for suggesting this. Tune in next week when we'll be looking at
2 very special games. It's Blood Rage versus Rising Sun.